Hey guys, welcome to this interesting video. I wanted to go over like I basically had super hardcore trauma. I lived as a hikikomori for 8 years of my life. Hikikomori is another term for like a shut-in in Japanese. The most recent one being 5 years until last November 23rd, 2023 November 2023 when I finally broke that cycle at end of November, so beginning of December. And it's been what, like 3.5 months, three no four, yeah, four and a half. It's been 4.5 months since I broke my silence of 5 years, and I had like a ton of trauma associated with it. And I have a lot of physical like trauma too. Like I can't run, I can't sleep on my back, I can't throw with my right arm, and I'm right-handed, so I have a lot of limitations in life that gave me a lot of trauma, like breathing issues too. Um, so I really had to connect with my animalistic side to try to get to that Zen zone, like basically connecting my adrenaline side kick in and really being that smooth side. Like to give a little bit more negative example, like gangster rap, like the song Chief Keef Finito, where I don't know the more recent ones because I don't keep up with these things anymore. I don't listen to any music at all nowadays. I went from that to like listening to classical music to now like I used to listen to like jazz, bossa nova. I don't listen to any music at all now because I'm going through that mental cleanse because I am very peculiar about what ideas I put inside my brain now. So I'm going to do that, and I had to like gangster rap where you can't tell if a person is calm or ready to shoot up a place. That's like the more straight like negative example, but like on a more positive example, on a more scientific like PhD line academic level, connecting that raw animalistic side, your biological side, with your conscious cerebral brain side, where you're thinking logical, technical things and very strategizing in a very mathematical, numerical sense. Like connecting those two things together is one of the things that I do to really exponentially increase the way that I can socialize. And since come to the topic of this video, as I'm an atheist, I'm a pretty hardcore atheist. I'm a huge Richard Dawkins fans. I love guys like Darren Brown who does like mentalism and stuff. And like I used to buy like I have a DVD. I used to buy a book, no, a DVD, on how to do anesthesia for using hypnotherapy, not drugs, not medicine. These kind of things interest me. I used to buy like micro expressions. I think Paul Ekman was his name. Let me see. Paul Ekman, micro expressions. Yeah, Paul Ekman. I bought like when I was 19. I bought a $300 Canadian CD on how to do all of the micro expressions because Darren Brown was lying his ass off as a showmanship, and he said he was using micro expressions to like do psychology to read people. That's not how it works. It's a little bit different than that. Like because like Darren Brown's also he's a bi. He's gay, right? And when you're gay, you tend to see things in a different way because basically people live in realities. I live in a reality of what I know, what I can see, and what I cannot see. And when you're seeing, I'm not talking about visual acuities. I'm talking about belief systems, images that we can have inside our minds. We're all social connected people, and I control what you see in your mind. And just like when you go to watch a movie, you get hypnotized by what the film producer is showing you on the silver screen through them. Everybody's always influential. This is the 6 degrees of separation. We're all influencing each other. We're all connected. We're all living in this one rock. No matter how far we go, we cannot escape this planet. At least as of this year. Maybe who knows? Elon Musk will bring us to Mars. I don't know, but I don't think we're gonna get to Mars. I think AI is going to probably put androids on Mars, but I don't think it's going to ever be economically efficient to put meat bags on Mars and to sustain that. It's much more cost effective to send androids and do it from a distance through internet than to communication systems than through putting meat bags. So the meat bags are very uh, sunk costs. Meat bags are like extremely expensive to maintain. So I don't. That's my personal opinion about it, and I think AI is gonna kill us all in 20-25 years. Um, so as an atheist, I believe that because like I don't think because here's the thing. I trust science. I respect religion because I know for other, not for me. For me, religion was very traumatizing, but for other people, it helps them. So I trust science. I respect religion, but I believe in neither. And I'm a very staunch atheist. I love guys like Richard Dawkins. And I try to use as much science in my decision making skills as possible because There's so much data around the world where our brains are not designed to process all this information and act upon it at the same time simultaneously. So we have to figure out how can we create things of value with limited information. Yes, we are getting there's data science, data engineers, data pipelines, machine learning engineers, all these like algorithms that are exponentially internet is growing more data every year, but we're also operating based on limited information. So what information we put inside our brain is crucial in what you can execute on in terms of your business plans. At least that's how I want to think about it. So I want to help people like gain more expertise in what they're doing. Um, and I wanted to say that as an atheist, feel free. Absolutely, it is your God given. It is your natural born right to use godlike metaphors. I believe man created God, and you can create God in your man-like brain. So one of the things I use is I push things to the limits, and the biggest limit is God. That's the biggest metaphor. If you look at comic books of like Marvel, DC, or manga, or I don't watch anime, but because I don't really like the anime, it's kind of delusions. Like, um, if you think Western comics is delusional in terms of how it sees reality, and Hollywood movies are exaggerations, live actions. If you think of people only drawing things, don't even have real actors, and they're only thinking drawing, that's even more far fetched from reality. So like, I don't watch anime at all. I think it's boring. I don't read manga. I did watch a lot of Dragon Ball when I was a kid, and I did watch it when I was in depression. But ever since I've gone to the mental health space of like, what's the truth, what's the ground truth, I've just removed myself from like anime, comic books. I mean, I love comic books. I like Western comic books. I mean, there's multiple things. That's not the only reason I choose my media, but like, you gotta. I kind of like my favorite video game character of all time is Kratos from God of War, especially like the older version is more powerful and more streamlined. Like as you age tens of thousands of years, you just grow more and more powerful. That I kind of like that kind of like, not just like wisdom, because like Confucius, wisdom, like that's so like feminine, submissive. I hate that stuff. But like we have like raw like muscle power kind of thing, like that alpha male energy. Like I'm not trying to be toxic, but like that raw like top dog energy. That's what I like. Um, and one of the ways you can do that is combine your biological sense, a lot of compassion, and a lot of empathy, a lot of all these good things, and just understanding that you can really define who you want to be. So yeah, so what, like, I was pushing my brain so much that I literally got a scar. I had a lot of facial pains, and I was thinking it was probably the muscles that my face that was messing up. But actually, like, I had my face was tearing up. Like, I had a scar here from like here to here, because I was going through so many conflicting emotions inside my brain and trying to do it all at the same time, that my skin was tearing up. It was bleeding, and I had a scar here for 2 days. And I had to like really rethink how I was pushing myself to the limits. Um, uh, so one of the things I did is one of the models on my computer screen is the relaxation of God of Gods to the power of infinity. So God of Gods is just a way of saying, like, if there's a God above him, there's another God above him, there's not a God above that God's like, it's a sliding scale. There's like 10 gods, there's another God above that, there's 10 of those gods, or 100,000 of those gods, there's one God above that, 1,000 of those gods, one God, that millions of other gods like that, and one like keeps the sliding scale. So God of Gods to the power of infinity, it's like continual sliding scale, it never ends. And I had to suit the relaxation of God of Gods to the power of infinity, because like if I'm going to do the other things intensely, I have to take relaxation extremely seriously. Relaxation and pacing yourself is extremely important. Like, it's like a fine needle. You have to like push yourself to the limits. And that's coming from someone who has breathing problems. If my flight or fight response or adrenaline starts kicking in, I literally have a hard time breathing because of my like internal, and like when I do anything that triggers fight or fight, socially triggers fight. Like if I feel like someone's getting angry at me, my adrenaline, like fight or fight response kicks in. I try to feel like running, and because like I have a foot damage, like when I was depressed, I injured my foot pretty heavily. I was trying to crack my knuckles, my ankle, and I overstretched it because I was like just going hard at it, and it was really bad because that's how depressed and like just not taking care of myself I was. And I have neural damage, and that I have like a burning tingling sensation in my left foot if I can't if my flight or fight response triggers. And I have to be socially extremely conscious of what I do. I cannot trigger the anger of other people in an unrealistic manner. Like I have to be so socially politically correct, or I can't function in life. because like have thoughts that I start visualizing not being able to walk properly or my foot just downgrading, and I already can't run. Like I can jog lightly, but I can't run. I can't use the squat racks at the gym because of my shoulder problem, my foot problem. Like I have a lot of health problems. I still do go to the gym. I try to go to the gym like once every week and a half, and try to do cardio once or twice a week. But I'm just telling you guys what my limitations are. But I'm still trying to like my brain's like I probably because like if you don't move a lot, if you don't like walk around a lot or do exercise a lot, or if you don't socialize a lot, your brain deteriorates. And I did that for 8 fucking years. For 8 years of my life, my brain just rotted. So like my IQ level is probably like average to below average too. All I've got is my adrenaline rush to really push myself to the max. So yeah, like so other one is I want to get wealthy. So my goal for wealth is the money of God of gods, the power of infinity. Kind of like the relaxation of God of gods, the power of infinity. That's another one. And then another one like just to so because like if I had to like kind of like found root myself, stay grounded. So the other one is make the biggest known company. So these are like maximization things. Like make the biggest known company. Like known to who? To humanity in the galaxy and the observable universe and the unobservable universe. Just known. Make the biggest known company. So these are the type of like make the biggest known company. So these are the type of things that I visualize when I think about how to move forward with these things. I did a bunch of other stuff too, but I just tried to just get down to the basics of it because like all of these sort of things to like I was doing therapy for myself because I talk on Discord a lot and just talking to people over and over again helps me out. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I had other stuff, but I'm trying to like simplify it down, and internalize all these processes so that I can just operate based on second nature without flinching, without second thought. Um, Obviously, I just stick to thinking a lot, but that's how good I want to get. Anyways, I wanted to make this video to tell you that if you're an atheist, you are perfect. It's your right. It's your natural born life right, universal right to use godlike imagery to motivate yourself if that's how you want to move forward in life. So, and I use like a bunch of like shock therapy. Like I use a lot of electrifying signals inside my brain to like imagery to like shock myself into like awakeness instead of like being sleepy and depression. If that makes sense. Because people say, hey, you can't use electrifying imagery. No, I can't because our brain, our living organisms, at least on Earth, operate on electricity. Our brain runs on 20 watts of power. Our brain synapses are connected through electrical signals. Electricity is intrinsic to our motor function, to our neural systems, our neurons. So, anyways, my video just cut off for a bit. Anyways, I wanted to just show you guys, use shock therapy in a metaphorical visual imagery sense to get yourself out of depression. Use godlike, God of gods, the power of infinity metaphors to motivate yourself. Keep relaxation in mind, the relaxation of God of gods, the power of infinity, because that is so paramount. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe you got something out of it, maybe you don't, but that's how I think. I'm an atheist. I just try to think about it in a scientific way. And I say I'm an atheist, but I also love the fact that I get emotionally triggered. Like I love things like Reiki. I love when religious people pray for me. Like that's very heartwarming, even though I don't believe in religion. Like I do it in a scientific point of view that I also accept that my emotions are there. Just because I believe in science doesn't mean I'm going to wipe out religion. Doesn't mean like I wish religion would get wiped out because I just don't like it that much. But like Reiki, naturopath, light therapy, color therapy, like these things that like hypnosis, like these things, there's more emotion based. Like emotional health is very important. Is what I'm saying. If you derive emotional health from religion, that's good for you. I know a lot of people do, so I respect religion for that. Does it for me? For me, religion was traumatizing, so I'm going to remove myself from it. Korean culture was also very traumatizing for me, especially living as an immigrant in a Western country when my parents were like extremely toxic environments. That's why I don't like Korean. I'm trying to replace it with French at the moment. I'm taking my French lesson tomorrow. Anyways, that's a lot. I'll talk about more of these things once I get it more organized inside my head. It's not yet, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't. I'm just putting this out there because like you get like maybe like 20-30 views per video, and I know there's some people who watch these videos who watch it to who are following me, and I value that audience. I extremely value that audience a lot. And I know my audience is small, but like even if it's small, I know there are people following me, and they are they're giving me a lot of support. So I don't know if you're watching me because you like me. I maybe some of you guys watch because you don't like me. Hopefully, I get more popular in a healthy sense. But I'm just doing what I can to, you know, share my experience with the world because I think there's something that there's, some educational training materials inside my life experiences as well, and also just to communicate because like I talk to a lot of people and I change so quickly that the stuff that I make 3 days ago doesn't make like the stuff that I made 5 days ago doesn't make sense anymore. So I try to update my YouTube channel to tell people, hey, this is what I'm thinking now. This is where I'm at, so people get a better understanding of me. Because like if you watch my old videos, like it doesn't make sense. I'm not the same person. So I'm just trying to update people to get everyone in the loop. If you are interested, I appreciate you watching my videos. It means a lot to me. Big support. I don't know who you guys are. Maybe if you leave a comment, I'll know you guys. But I don't know other people too well. So that's that. But yeah, maybe I'm trying to connect, do more social media. Hopefully, I gain more followers. Hopefully, I can communicate with more people and influence more people and be influenced by other people as well. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Signing out.